Lamont Roach all over the place, making it sound like the Gervonta Davis fight is done and over. There will be no rematch. Let your boy Ego get some of this. I got a lot to say, so stay tuned to this video. I'm going to break down and give my thoughts. Now, I got to be real. If there was ever a recent example of a fighter overstaying their welcome, is Lamont Roach. My goodness. Now, I don't have no dealings or problems with Lamont Roach. Never met the dude. I'm just being real. What he has done since the Tank fight has been, he's overstayed his welcome, right? Good little fighter, but he's just doing a lot. He started a streaming career, so he the new Aiden Ross or whatever. And you don't want to see people go out like this. His whole talking point revolves around Gervonta Davis, right? Everything revolves around. As a man, I would hate that, right? I would purely hate that. Like, if you're an actor, let's say I'm an actor and I got in an argument with Brad Pitt, and nobody actually cares about my projects, my new movie, my special appearance in the movie, my monologues, nothing. The only thing they care about is me talking about what happened with Brad Pitt. And you know, the media in boxing be thirsty, so now everybody want to give Lamont Roach attention. When he was with Golden Boy, none of y'all even knew who he was, but your boy Ego did. So again, I don't have no issue with Lamont Roach, but it's just too much talking, bro. And he did an interview with Boxing Scene, and now articles are coming out. Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach rematch falls apart as Shakur Stevenson agrees to fight and says, we'll do it, right? So Shakur's allegedly stepping up because Lamont Roach did this particular interview. He says, quote, well, first off, the rematch don't look like it's happening. That's just to put it out there and be transparent with everyone. That's the only question I get 10 times a day, maybe even more. That's what it is. And that's what it's looking like. Again, we haven't heard from Gervonta Davis's camp, specifically when it comes to the business. It is what it is. As far as my future, we are moving on. Bro, who are you? You're moving on? You gonna do as you say or as you told, bro. What are you talking about? I think apart from the rematch with Gervonta Davis, the best fight for me and the best fight for the division is me versus Shakur Stevenson. To be honest, Shakur said he would take the fight between me and him. We talked. We definitely sat down and said we'll do it for sure. He's a competitor. He wants to show he's the best. He really doesn't have any picks like me, for real. We will fight each other. End quote. Bro, your whole world is revolving around Tank Davis, bro. And my thing is this. You're talking about we haven't heard nothing back, so we're moving on, and we haven't heard nothing, so I'm saying the fight is over. Like, what are we talking about, bro? Gervonta Davis was dealing with some legal things that just got cleared up. He literally got cleared. I don't know when the Boxing Scene article that came out and interview was done, but you're not a main character, bro. I'm just being real. I'm not trying to be rude or nothing. You're not the main character, bro. This man has main character syndrome. And he also tweeted, hey, bro, I'm really like that. I told y'all, showed y'all, and going to do it again. F everyone against me. Ninja's mad because I know I'm one of the best fighters in the world. Rest in peace to Book. What on earth are you talking about, bro? So this man has been flip-flopping about the Tank fight. At first, he was like, the fight's going to happen. Hold your horses. And then he didn't get the correspondence or whatever that he thought he would get. So then he started turning more negative. He's doing streams talking about, yeah, honestly, I don't think Tank wants to fight me, and it don't look like the rematch is going to happen. Now you're doing interviews with Boxing Scene and saying pretty much the same thing. I'm moving on. It don't look like it's going to happen. da 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 da. Bro, why are you acting like this? You see what I'm saying? And then you go on Twitter and you're saying, oh, I'm going to show y'all again. What? Show us what again? I thought the rematch wasn't happening and you were moving on. The bottom line is Lamont Roach is a Z side. He's a good fighter, but he is Z side. He'll do as he's told in terms of negotiations. You should want to clear the air about the Tank fight. Show separation and get the rematch. It'll also probably be worth it for you financially. So it's like you're not the main character that calls the shots and pulls the strings. The A side has stuff going on in the background. Just wait it out. Like, you know what I mean? You act like it's crazy. My birthday's in March. You just fought in March. I haven't had my next birthday, so you act like you've been out the ring for 2 years waiting on Tank. It hasn't been that. You know what I mean? So to hear Lamont Roach go on these like podcasts and interviews and stream, and then it's like it's on, it's off, it's on, it's off, is cumbersome and it's bothersome and it's annoying. And then what are Lamont Roach fans, you little cockroaches? That's what I'm gonna call you, the cockroach Lamont Roach fans. What are you gonna say if Tank's team does reach out and the Lamont Roach fight gets sewed up and then they announce it and, you know, put a date to it, put a venue to it, blah, blah, blah. And you had content creators and Lamont Roach doing all this content, putting out fake news, essentially, if the fight happens, right? If the fight happens, then everything you said about the fight not happening is no longer valid. That is not evergreen content. And that's what I'm saying. It was annoying. I tell you guys all the time on my channel, sit back, get a nice ice cold Coke and shut up and let things play out. That is the best thing you can do in boxing. Business sometimes takes time. Lamont Roach is not a box office draw. Nobody's calling you to be the main event unless you have a dance partner that will make it the main event. Shakur or Tank or whoever, right? That's the reality of where your career's at. When you were with Golden Boy, I'm being real, nobody was really checking for you like that. So to have this little whatever success and go on this is kind of like what Edgar Berlanga did when he lost to Canelo. You had a draw and then you go like on this tour as if you won the fight or as if, you know, you did better than what you really did. And you act like it's a crazy level up. If you do get the Tank fight, just show us in the rematch. Nothing really needs to be said. But all this speculation, I guess we're moving on because we haven't heard from him. Bro, like, I respect it. PBC, they move like boxing ego. Same thing. If there ain't nothing to talk about, then we ain't talking. Period. If they don't have no new information to provide, why would they reach out to you? Why would they reach out and say, oh, Tank is dealing with legal issues and this, and this, and giving you a blow-by-blow, play-by-play of where they're at? They don't owe you nothing, bro. You came from like obscurity. You know what I mean? You came from obscurity, bro. And to act like, oh, nobody's been in touch with me. What is there to say? If he was trying to handle some legal stuff, which it sounds like he did because the charges got dropped, why would they reach out to you? So this new generation, the impatience, the arrogance is crazy. Acting entitled. Bro, you're not Canelo. You're not Gervonta Davis where they got to keep you in the loop. Like, I seen an interview recently with my boy Denzel Washington. And it's almost like, oh, when's the last time you auditioned? And Denzel Washington laughed. And he was like, yeah, I haven't auditioned for a movie in 40 years, sweetheart. Yeah, right? You know why? Because that's Denzel Muff in Washington. Denzel don't got to do no auditions. He's right for the part. The actor, Antoine Fuqua, wants him for Training Day. Spike Lee wants him for Highest to Lowest or whatever. Like, he's sought out. He's an A-lister and a legend in Hollywood. So my boy Denzel, yeah, I'm putting cases on all you. He don't got to audition. But don't act like you Denzel. That's what Lamont Roach is doing. He's like one of these actors that, maybe been in a movie or two, and he's trying to act like he got Denzel level stature. It's weird. Live streaming can be tough, which is why I use StreamYard. Click the link in the description for StreamYard, which is an awesome tool that enables you to set up your stream with ease of use. Get great results with live streaming. It's what I use. Stream to social media with ease with StreamYard. Live streaming is here to stay. Engage with your audience using StreamYard. Great way to reach out to your audience and connect. So you need a tool that can do that.